I'm Amy Cherry. A crash in Palm Coast claims a life, Mary Rose Hamilton reports.
One person was killed and 2 sent to the hospital with serious injuries after their vehicles collided early Saturday morning on Old Kings Road in Palm Coast. A 2001 Toyota Camry was heading south on Old Kings Road just north of Palm Coast Parkway about 2 a.m. when it struck the front of a 2011 Nissan Pathfinder heading in the opposite direction. The impact caused the car to spin until it came to rest on the inside left turn lane of the road. The 37-year-old driver of the Camry from Palm Coast was pronounced dead at Halifax Hospital. He was not identified pending family notification. The Pathfinder's driver, Marlene Adams, 65, and her passenger, Clifford Adams, 70, both also of Palm Coast, were transported to Florida Hospital Flagler with serious injuries. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Mary Rose Hamilton.
This portion of WNZF Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Fly to the Big Apple in a New York minute on JetBlue from the Daytona Beach International Airport.
It's just not going to happen. I mean, and we have to just live with it.
That's State Rep Paul Renner reacting to the governor's veto of parts of the state's budget that included funding for a second judge and a library expansion in Flagler County. On WNZF's Free for All Friday, Renner says the deal is done.
Those vetoes are what is in part allowing us to fund more education spending, some enhancements to our infrastructure and workforce development, these kinds of things, and make sure, especially the education in Enterprise Florida, on Visit Florida front, to free up money to allow for a final compromise where we got those big things done.
He added Flagler County did get $13 million for beach restoration for the dunes badly damaged by Hurricane Matthew.
We'll be back next year for the judge that's been certified. It just needs to be funded on a permanent basis. The other vetoes obviously were disappointments as well, but everybody in every district had projects that were vetoed. Just because something was vetoed this year doesn't mean we can't persuade the governor's office to sign it next year. But I'm confident that we'll get this judge eventually, and it's a high priority to me, certainly.
Flagler Beach also lost funding for a utility project, while money for a bypass between State Road 100 and US 1 South in Bunnell was also diverted. 2 murder suspects have court hearings in Flagler County today, each of them accused of murdering close relatives. Debbie Young has the details.
Dorothy Singer is charged with shooting her husband to death. The victim was the 48-year-old legally blind Butch Singer. The wife allegedly murdered him and hid his decomposing body under a boat in the backyard of their Bunnell home. He was first reported missing in March. Butch Singer was shot 5 times in the head and chest. Dorothy Singer is not likely to be present for today's hearing. Her attorney waived her arraignment and filed a written plea of not guilty on June 1st. In a separate case, arraignment is scheduled today for 74-year-old Bobby Earl Gore of Flagler Beach. He's charged with first-degree murder in the killing of his son. Allegedly, he shot 31-year-old Lucas Gore in the head in April during an argument between the son and his mother in the backyard of their home. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Debbie Young.
Looking for all things Flagler County? There's an app for that.
The purpose of the app is to showcase the beauty and the activities and everything that we have to offer in Flagler County. Originally, it was put together as a talent recruitment program, but the more we developed it, the more we realized that this is something that benefits the residents that are here today, as well as somebody who's looking to come into our area.
That's Helga Van Eckert with the Flagler Department of Economic Opportunity talking about the new Flagler Can app that serves as a companion piece to the YouCan and FlaglerCounty.com website. The app is free and available in the iTunes Store. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.